Welcome in, everybody, to the JAKIB halftime show here. Preseason game number 2, Eagles versus Browns today. It's 13-12 at halftime. We got a lot of players who are stocked up and a couple of players who are potentially stocked down as well. But got to start with first things first. Andrew Makuba, welcome to the playing field, my friend. He picks up 2 takeaways in that first half. They were like 8 plays apart or whatever they were. A big pick 6. Makuba jumped a route on rookie Dylan Gabriel, a little rookie-on-rookie crime, and proceeded to return the ball 75 yards. And as advertised, Andrew Makuba, a ball hawk. A couple plays later, the ball comes out in a running play, an inside zone running play. And Andrew Makuba is there to pick up the ball. So he has 2 takeaways in his first half in an Eagles jersey. Is this guy for real? Now, there's still plenty of things, to look at with the player, but Andrew Makuba making his name known early in this one. And the ball hawk tag has lived up to the hype for Andrew Makuba. Well done by him. I thought Jakorian Bennett as well had a good first half until late in the first half there. He punches it out. Looks like he was going for a punch out. That shoulder. I don't know, man. Jakorian Bennett had a great play in coverage in that first half. And then I am worried that he hurt the shoulder again trying to punch it out. But he did make a great play in coverage. And, kind of played off the ball a little bit, got a crossing route, uses his speed to make up, jumps in front of the ball and deflects it. That was a great play by Jakorian Bennett. But, he punched out again, and that shoulder's been a lingering issue for him overall. So we'll talk about him. Jihad Campbell, he was kind of all over the place in that first half. Big sack. All right, they blitzed him. You can see the speed, the athleticism coming right up the middle of that offensive line on the blitz. Mac McWilliams did look good as well. But, guys, can we also talk about a little bit the overall defense? I mean, it did feel like they were getting – now, I know it's backups. I mean, it is what it is. But it did feel like they couldn't get off the football field for a while. I mean, and the only time that they did was obviously the pick 6. And then also before Kyle McCord came into game, holy moly, Dorian Thompson-Robinson – 7 total yards of offense with him under center. 7 total yards of offense with DTR under center. Kyle McCord comes in, and you got a touchdown. You get a touchdown drive. How about that touchdown throw from McCord, too? Stays in the pocket, holds, gets hit, releases it for a touchdown. You got to love standing in the pocket with the hit coming. All right. With the hit coming. So not good for Dorian Thompson. All right. I would say not good for Keely Ringo, guys. Not good for Keely Ringo. What's going on with Keely Ringo? Is his confidence shot or something? I think the confidence is shot. Orbit Moon, I'll give you that one too. I will give you that one too as a winner. A stock up first half player is Aniyah Smith. Okay. That is Aniyah Smith, a stock up in that one. All right. So Paul says touchdown was off a Browns fumble, Zander, with a short field. Well, Paul, I know this. He had more yards in one drive than DTR had in a quarter and a half. I don't really care what the field position was, Paul. Dorian Thompson-Robinson had how many drives and came away with 7 yards, Paul? Came away with 7 total yards. Gonna have to do more than that, son. All right? Gonna have to do more than that. I'm gonna give McCord a little bit more credit than you are. All right? I'm gonna give McCord a little bit more credit than you are. So, Dad says Ringo has looked really good. He looked okay. But that one play, yeah, you're right. And you say it here. He got picked on one play, which was a great play call. Other than that, he's been all over his guys. No, you're right, Dad. It hasn't been awful, but it looks like he's third in the rotation. Guys, what they did was they started the game. It was Ringo and Jackson, I believe, starting corners. And then you had second drive. It was Jackson and Bennett starting corners. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they're trying to do to him, but we'll see. We will see. We will see. Okay, what happens with it. I want to welcome everybody in, by the way. Halftime show here. Eagles have a 13-12 lead. I'll bring up the box score. We'll run down it a little bit as well. All right, let's look at this box score. 13-12 lead at the halftime. All right, Dylan Gabriel was 13-19 for 143 and an interception, obviously. As we talked about, Andrew Makuba had the return. So they were moving the offense. They were moving well. Dylan Gabriel was moving the football well. I know, obviously, it didn't all result in points, but, Dylan Gabriel was definitely moving the offense pretty well, and Andrew Makuba did make 2 great plays there. So, some good things in this first half, I think. There's some negative, but nothing too crazy. All right, nothing too crazy. I wanted to see Darius Cooper make a couple of plays. He didn't make any plays. So Darius Cooper didn't do anything, Jack Straw, not really in that first half. He actually missed a tackle on special teams to start the game on the opening kickoff. So outside of that, not much from Darius Cooper, but Anais Smith, definitely a winner in the first half. He had 2 catches for 19 yards and a touchdown. He had a nice first down reception from DTR, and then he had the touchdown throw from Kyle McCord. So a solid first half for Anais Smith. I do like some of these backup running backs the Eagles have. Not great A.J. Dillon today, but Montreal Johnson actually showed a couple of things. So I kind of like him as a player. E.J. Jenkins caught a pass. All right, 1 catch for 12 yards. And Terrace Marshall caught a pass. So only 3 guys with positive yards in the receiving game. I mean, they didn't throw the ball for many yards. Dorian Thompson-Robinson with 3 for 4 for 8 yards. I'll say that again. 3 for 4 for 8 yards. Okay. And then Kyle McCord, 2 for 2 for 15 yards and a touchdown. So 23 total passing yards. 19 go to Anais Smith. 12 go to E.J. Jenkins. 6 goes to Terrace Marshall. And you might be wondering, that doesn't add up, Zander. That adds up to 35 plus. A.J. Dillon had 1 catch for negative 14 yards. Negative 14 yards. He caught a ball. It got bopped up in the air and then kind of bounced right into Dillon's hands after going off a couple players' hands. A couple offensive linemen tried to bat it down. So that play went for minus 14 yards in the game today. Trotter had some tackles out there. Jihad Campbell on the sack. And the other guy who has showed some things in the first half. Who can guess it? I haven't mentioned his name. Azeez Ojulari. He got around a couple nice plays, got around the edge quicker there, beat even the Browns starting left tackle. The Browns starting left tackle, left tackle on one play. So Azeez Ojulari came to play a little bit. A little Azeez Ojulari action. All right, so that was pretty good to see as well. But other than that, guys, I know Azeez has looked all right, and I did want to give him his credit, but bro, nothing from the edge rushers outside of that. Nothing from the edge rushers. I don't think the edge rushers look very good. Terrace, and you also bring up the other part about the edge rushers. Azeez not very good at setting the edge. Hunt did not play. Jalix Hunt did not play shady. Darius Cooper had a nothing burger. Now, was that Darius Cooper's fault, or was that 3 for 4 for 8 yards to Dorian Thompson-Robinson? Not very good. That's no Tanner McKee, shady. That's no Tanner McKee, shady. Leon says Jackson is gone. That's not our normal Leon, is it? That's not our normal Leon, is it? Why do you say Jackson is gone? Because of the injury? I would assume the injury was I don't know. I mean, it looked like he hurt his shoulder, and that shoulder has been an issue for a while for him. So I'm not really sure exactly what to make of that, but we will see. I honestly thought that overall Bennett had a couple nice plays. He had that great play in coverage as well, where he, again, I said it earlier, hung off the ball a little bit, used his speed to make up on the receiver, and then swatted the ball away, jumped in front of the route and swatted it away. So I thought he actually not too bad, but the best part of the first half is Andrew Makuba. The offense was pretty brutal. They had, I don't know how many total yards in that first half. How many total yards did the offense have? I don't know. That Browns defensive line was beating up on the Eagles backups. Browns D line was beating up on the Eagles backups, not at all winning the battles. Not at all winning the battles. So, yeah, total yards in the first half I don't think was very good. Okay? I don't think very good. So, defense, yeah, Matt, I said that earlier. A couple good players that have flashed, but also getting beat a lot, Mad Bird. It almost felt like early in that game they couldn't get off the field. The second half, it kind of shifted a little bit. But before that, the Eagles defense really couldn't get off the field. They couldn't get off the field on third down. It felt like they were giving up drive after drive. Well, now they stayed in the game, which is obviously a good thing, and you're playing the game to win. I don't care if it's a preseason game. I want to win. Do you want to win? I want to win the football game. So 13-12, you got the lead. It's not the first thing you're worried about is winning, but obviously it's something that you still want to do. So, look, some positive things, but I'm not going to the storyline of the first half has been Andrew Makuba. That's who it was. He's the one who made the flash plays on defense. By the way, very nice interception. I mean, I know Gabriel was late on the throw, but not every defensive back shows the propensity to turn around on the ball like that, track it, catch it, and return it. That's why they play DB, right? That's why they play DB. So some interesting stuff there. And then safety, what do we wonder about safety now? Do you wonder about Sidney Brown? Do you think Makuba is fighting for the spot? Is this not enough to fight for the spot? Hey, listen, I like ball hawks on the field. Now, I've been one that has been concerned about the size of Andrew Makuba and saying, hey, that guy looks small. What's he going to be able to do? But if you're a ball hawk and you played a game like that and you're good in space, then you got to think that Vic Fangio will want him on the field. So, look, I'm okay to say I was wrong. It didn't look like early in camp here Makuba was going to be on the field. I've questioned his size dating back to draft day, but if you can create takeaways, as a defensive player, that's a big thing. Okay, that is no small thing. And obviously something C.J. Gardner-Johnson brought to the offense as well. All right, so let me see if I can pull up the game. I think second half is starting right now. It is. So let me pull up the game, and I'll continue to chat around for a little bit here until a little bit later on. Let's see if this works. It was a great play by Makuba. Is anybody saying it wasn't a good play? I thought that was a fantastic play. Look, just because the ball comes right to you doesn't mean most corners will make that play. To be able to turn on that, catch it, and take it back is big. The other guy was Jahad Campbell in the first half. I think he had 3 tackles and a sack, so he had a good first half as well. So Makuba, Campbell, Eagles are going to get the ball here to start the second half. So they're up 13-12. And here comes Kyle McCord. I think we're going to have a better second half than first offensively because Kyle McCord is in the football game. Sorry, Paul, but Dorian Thompson-Robinson not getting the job done, and that means the St. Joe's Prep kid, the hometown kid, the Syracuse legend, Kyle McCord, is set to start the second half. Let's see what this offense can do. Daz, it absolutely was a hell of a play. I saw your tweet. All right. McCord in the shotgun. 1st and 10 from their own 35. Flag on the field. A false start. Who is that on? Brett Toth? Tweet about it, Brandon Lee Gouton. Who was it on? Kendall or Toth? Oh, Kendall. It was on Kendall, wasn't it? I don't have any audio, so. Okay. Campbell looked nice, except that number 30. Oh, come on, Jack. One of the best numbers there is. Jack, number 30 doesn't look good. Number 30 looks great. All right, here we go. 1st and 15 from their own 30. McCord in a shotgun, and Nia Smith in motion. He drops back. He's looking, releases it to the flats. He's got 46. Is that Terrace Marshall, I believe? That's Terrace Marshall. Pick up about 6 yards, at least I think. Pick up about 6 yards. I'll call a couple of plays here, and then we'll get out of Dodge. We'll be right back live for the post-game show here on JAKIB Sports. Johnny Mack will join me. Kareem says, love this channel. Kareem, we love you too, brother. Thank you for being here. 2nd and 6, it was a pickup of 9. Back here, under center. Nope. In the shotgun is Kyle McCord. Kylan Granson in motion from left to right. An inside zone handoff to Montrell Johnson, who's going to pick up a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd and short. 14:20 on the game clock. Let's see what the Birds do here on 3rd down. 34 is Montrell Johnson, right? Or is it not? Let me pull up the box score so I know what number these guys are. Yeah, Montrell Johnson is 34. All right. You got Terrace Marshall in the game. I'm looking to see Darius Cooper. McCord in the shotgun. It's 3rd and 2. McCord in the shotgun, 3rd and 2. Motions a man. Darius Cooper right to left in motion. McCord back, drops. In the shotgun processing. He's scrambling out to his left under pressure. Releases it, an incomplete pass. It's going to be 4th and 2. McCord was under pressure, tried to escape to his left and pick up the 1st down. Not able to do it. Can't blame McCord there. Pressure was on. Nobody was open. And it was, who was it on that right side? Cameron Williams, who got beat off the edge, and he was under pressure. All right, he was under pressure. Big Mike Z, when are you starting your announcer gig? Big Mike might be this season, my friend. So the Eagles are going to punt on the first drive of the half. Started with a 5-yard penalty, which set them back 5 yards. And ultimately, they will punt it away. All right. I'll call one defensive drive here. And then we'll get out of Dodge. I'll be right back for the halftime or for the post-game show. All right, we'll be right back for that post-game show. 4th and 7. So a flag was on the field. Eagles are going to go back 5 more yards, and they'll have to punt the ball away. Oh, Jack is out of town. He's like, I need somebody to listen to. So Braden Mann boots that one away. It's returned at the 12-yard line. He's processing, looks for a hole and only gets 6 yards up to about the 19-yard line. The Browns will start their first drive of the second half from the Eagles' 19. From their own 19. A little feisty after that kick return. Okay? A little feisty after the kick return. Yep, I think McCord has calmed down as well. Greg Smith says, Makuba would be a good nickel, too. He was occasional nickel in college. Greg, I was wondering that earlier if they could potentially use him there. But I'm not really sure what they would end up doing with him. All right. Got Kango number 2 of the day on now, folks. I'm going to go 3 for 3 today on the post-game show. I'll switch it out again. On the post-game show, we'll switch it out again. Pickett is not playing quarterback. Jack says, appreciate the live. Gotcha, Jack. Thank you, brother. $2 not enough for me to stick it out through the game, but I appreciate the $2. I net about $1.05, so I'll take it, Jack. Thank you, sir. All right. I'm waiting for this game to come back here. The Browns are going to be on the drive. Loving that Kango. Big Z. Philly Don says, thank you, sir. It's 2 for 2 in the day. 2 for 2 of the new ones. And here we are. All right. Let's see what they got here. Eagles have a 13-12 lead in the ball game. Andrew Makuba is your star of the game so far. We'll see what he can do here in the second half. Jack Straw dropped a $2 chat in. Yale's in the chat from Twitter. Paul Mancini and Ethan still with us. Philly Don still with us. We are back here live. Ringo's still on the football field. All right. Ringo is still on the football field. Maybe I'll call the second half. Joe Whip says I'm in Wales, so all I have is you. All right. Let's see what they do here. Jacorian Bennett, I don't think he'll be back in this game. I'm not sure. I haven't seen him yet. I don't have the audio in my ear, so I can't hear what Scotty Graham and Ross Tucker are saying. They're going to line up. It looks like Tyler Huntley is in the game for the Browns. A motion and a man from right to left from the 19-yard line in the shotgun formation. He hikes the ball, dumps it out to the flat. Trotter's in right there to make the tackle, and he picks up about 4 yards. There on the tackle was Trotter with help from Keely Ringo. All right. Kind of carried Trotter a couple of yards there. I thought he could have got him for a bigger loss. Wait, is that Huntley? Who is that? Who's the quarterback there for the Who's the quarterback right now for the Browns? He's under center, whoever it is. 2nd and 8 from the 21-yard line. It's the 2-yard pickup on that last play. He's going to hand the ball off on an HB dive, only good for about a yard there. He got stuck strong by Smile Munden on the tackle. Almost like a brick wall was Munden there. Completely rejected him, who was trying to fall forward to pick up another yard, and Munden said, no, thank you. I thought it was Huntley. Thank you, Paul Mancini. It's what I was thinking. Not coming up on my stat sheet. I'm not why. There it is. Tyler Huntley, 1 for 1 for 2 yards. So Dylan Gabriel out of the game. He finished 13 of 18 for 143. Huntley in the shotgun, man in motion. It's going to be a screen pass underneath. And again, Smile Munden on the tackle immediately identifies the screen. And on 3rd and short, they will not pick up the first down. A great instinctive play by Smile Munden. That's back-to-back tackles. Nice play there by Smile Munden. Cam Jurgens being interviewed now by the broadcast. Nice play by the young buck. I agree with you, Jack Straw. All right, how about that? So the Browns are going to punt. It'll be a 3-and-out for Tyler Huntley and company. It's 4th and 7 now from their own 22, and they're punting that ball away. Back to receive the kickoff. Looks like Taylor Morin. That ball is going to fall short and is going to be down by the Browns at about the 46-yard line. Flip the field. The Eagles will have great field position to start this second drive of the second half. Out will come Kyle McCord. Out will come Kyle McCord. See what I can do here. You move this iPad over so I got a better look at the game. Munden really playing good, Daz. These were 2 great plays for Smile Munden there. Back-to-back tackles for Munden here as we get another commercial break. I have returned like Machiavelli. What's up, LJ? What's up, brother? Good to have you in here. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. G.I. Zoe says, I'm losing brain cells in these chats. Come on, Zoe. With a holier-than-thou comment. All these commercials, they're really milking these. LJ, you can't call me the goat. You've been going on and on. You're like freaking a flip-flop with me, dude. One day you love me, one day you hate me, one day you want to be blocked. I actually don't do the LJ blocking. I'm not an LJ blocker. It's actually the other mods who was blocking LJ. There's only one person I'll religiously block on JAKIB, and you all know who that is. You come at my family, you lose all privileges to my channel. All right? Come at my family, you lose all privileges. All right? LJ, that's all right. I don't need your approval, but I do appreciate it. I don't need your approval, but I appreciate it. The amount of commercials right now in this game is redonkulous. And it's just commercial. All right. Not little Mike. Kirk, what's up, Kirk? The depth at linebacker is great. It really is, Kirk. Man, it really is, Kirk. All right. It really is, Kirk. It really is great to see. I mean, you got Trotter making plays. You got Campbell making plays. How about the sack in the first half on the blitz? You got Smile Munden out there making plays. Nakobe Dean is still out here. We got Zach Bond. I mean, it's Kirk. I couldn't agree more, my friend. Commercial. I mean, the dads, I'm a commercial guy because that's how I make money, but holy moly. What's up, Ruiz? Good to see you, brother. Thompson Robinson back in the game. Paul Mancini, it's your guy. In the shotgun, 1st and 10 from his own 47. Muffles a snap, picks it up, flails it in the air. It's intercepted. It's going to be returned by the Browns for a touchdown. Can Darius Cooper run him back? He doesn't quite get there. Holy shit. Holy shit. A DTR sighting, and it's not a good one. He muffed the snap. It bopped up in the air. He caught it, looked to throw, and then it got batted. He got hit as he threw, went right in the air, came right down into the hands of a Browns defender, KJ Henry, and he returned at 45 yards. DTR got wrecked, and they had no chance. Oh, no. A pick six on play number 1 for Dorian Thompson Robinson. Give me Kyle McCord. Give me Kyle McCord. Look, they're showing McCord on the sideline. Why'd you take him out, Nick? Is that a Howie special? That's a Howie special. Oh, man. By the way, the snap was perfect. The snap was perfect. All right. Snap just went, boop. It was a little high, but not up here. It was right here. And it went right off his hands. He bopped it up in the air. Then he got it, looked to throw, got hit as he throw, went right up. KJ Henry returns it for a touchdown. Holy moly. Dorian Thompson Robinson adds to the bad day for him. Ross Tucker made a comment. Apparently, he was out there at 9 a.m. this morning surveying the field with the quarterback coach, running through the opening drives. You heard Ross say that, and I'm thinking maybe Dorian's ready to play. Not a good showing for DTR. On the kickoff here, now the Eagles are going to get the ball back. That's returned by number 43. I can't exactly tell you who that is right now. All right. Looks like the ball was returned to about the 30. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Was that Ben Van Sumeren? It was. That's incredible. That interception. All right. McCord is now in the game. So one play for Thompson Robinson, and he is out. McCord is back in. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. McCord's going to line up under center. He's surveying the field from his own 30-yard line. He's going to hand that ball off. Looks like Montrell Johnson's going to pick up 3 to 4 yards on a 1st and 10. Kyle McCord back in the game. Kyle McCord back in the game. Philly Don, what are you, nuts, Philly Don? I'll give away a lot of things. Giving away Kangos is not something I will do. All right. Kangos are for me. All right, so McCord is back in the game. DTR, not good. McCord in a shotgun at 2nd and 7. Montrell to his left. Darius Cooper on the outside with Terrace Marshall opposite. It's an inside zone, hands off to Montrell Johnson, who's got 8 yards, and he'll pick up the 1st down. Excuse me, that's Keelan Robinson, not Montrell Johnson. One wears 34, one wears 35. I'll look out for that. A great block here underneath. And Keelan Robinson picks up 8 yards in the 1st down. A nice run there. All right, how about that? Kyle McCord in the game. Sorry to DTR. McCord's going to line up under center. It's 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Keelan Robinson back. Hands the ball off, looking for a hole, nowhere to go. He swallowed up at right near the line of scrimmage. Might have lost a yard there. All right. Might have lost a yard. Jack, I'm not in rhythm this game. First game, I was in rhythm, Jack. It's tougher to pick up a game at halftime. A lot tougher to pick up a game at halftime. All right. 2nd and 11. They lose a yard there on the first down play. There's 9 minutes and 12 and counting here in the third quarter. Drew Kendall still your center. McCord in the shotgun. Robinson to his left. He's surveying the field before he hikes. Pre-snap reads. McCord looking, hands the ball off on an inside zone to Keelan Robinson. That's going to pick up around 2 to 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and long here for Kyle McCord and the offense. It'll be 3rd and long for Kyle McCord and the offense. They're showing some Drew Kendall highlights. He looks good out there. I like him. Yep, both the rookie tackles are in and Drew Kendall's in. Thank you, brother. Ethan, don't ever disrespect me like that again, Ethan. You'll never see a JAKIB chat again. Got it? Good. McCord in the shotgun, 3rd and 8. Surveys the field. Oh, and that one's almost picked off. He aired that ball out over the middle, and there was nobody home. Receiver did not turn to look for the ball, and that ball went through a Browns defender's hands and kind of kicked up. I think he was looking for Kylan Granson on the play. Kenyon Green is out for the summer, Paul. I'm not sure if you missed that news. He was looking for Kylan Granson, who never turned and saw it. And that ball went right through the Browns defender's hands. It's 4th and 8. It is 4th and 8. They're going to punt this ball away. So an ugly second half to start here. An ugly second half to start. LJ, I'm with you. LJ, I'm feeling pretty good. In fact, we already got out of this game what we wanted, to be honest with you guys. Did everybody agree with me? I already got out of this game what I wanted. All right, Andrew Makuba looked great. Ringo is still meh. I guess you saw something from Bennett, but did he get hurt again? I think he might have gotten hurt again. So, yeah, Paul, he's no good. I don't think he'll be making the team this year. Yo, Ethan, you're on my shit list, kid. Yeah, I agree. Validation day for Makuba. All right. As advertised with the ball hawk status. G.I. Zoe says Makuba for CB2. Imagine the physicality at corner with Mitchell and Makuba. That's actually interesting. I don't know if Makuba could play outside corner, though. I don't know. Has he ever played outside corner? Yeah, we did trade CJ for nothing. Ethan, Ringo Bingo is trash. Ethan's on the shit list, Big Mike. Call him Little Ethan today. Call him Miniature Ethan. All right? LJ, I've actually said that, but you don't listen to me, LJ. You don't actually listen. You just wait to type. You don't actually listen. I've been saying how much will Fangio's defense cover up the lack of players. All right. Ethan, you know what you said, Nimrod. What are you playing dumb now, Ethan? What are you playing victim now, Ethan? You want to come into the Thunderdome, throw a shot and a jab, and then when I call you out, you're going, oh, my God, because of this? You know what you've done, Ethan. Don't cry victim to me, Ethan. I'll put you in a cockpit. I'll put you in a corner. Sit down. All right? Ethan, you don't want to be on my shit list, and I hate to say it to you, but you have landed yourself precisely on my shit list. All right? Precisely on my shit list. They're interviewing Deshaun Jackson. Is that live? Yeah, that's live. Deshaun Jackson, sideline right now with Dave Spadaro. Davey Spuds has an interesting outfit on today and a nice Kelly Green-ish polo. Here we go. Browns are now in the shotgun. They're going to kick that ball out right to the flat. He makes a man miss. Who is that he made miss? I think it was Tristan McCullum, and he gets almost 9 yards and almost picks up a first down. All right. Almost picks up a first down. He got moved to safety at Texas and took off. All right. Kenzo, it's actually a decent take. All right. Makuba might just be a gamer, not a practice player. Maybe, Kenzo. Ethan, a couple more comments, and you're like solidified for the year on the shit list. Here we go. Big play behind the line of scrimmage by Patrick Johnson. He gets there. I don't know. I missed the play. I was chirping at Ethan. Sorry, Ethan. Second down. No, sorry, everybody else for chirping at Ethan. They're interviewing Jackson. They're not really showing the game. It's going to be 2nd and 21, though. I'll say that. It's going to be 2nd and 21 here. Patrick Johnson sniffed that out immediately. I got it on the iPad here. I think I'm a couple seconds behind. 2nd and 21. Huntley in the shotgun. That was Patrick Johnson that got the play behind the line of scrimmage. He's in the shotgun. Huntley looks and fires to the right side or the left sideline immediately. And Jacorian Bennett is in coverage right there. So he's not hurt enough to miss time, which is a good thing. Jacorian Bennett in coverage there. There was nowhere to go. There was nowhere to go there. It's going to be 3rd and long here, everybody. 3rd and 15 it is. 3rd and 15 it's going to be. Is James Bradbury worth bringing in? No. Ethan, you're solidified on the shit list, you Nimrod. Also, you're way too ugly and fat to have no shirt on in your profile picture. That's disturbing. Put a shirt on. Put a shirt on, you sleazeball. You're gnarly and nasty, dude. Like in the YouTube chat, it's like weird. Dude, do me a favor and head into the cabinets. You know? Even a musty old t-shirt will do. Browns are putting this ball away. Good defensive drive by the Eagles there. All right. So the Eagles are going to get the ball back here. This is an ugly second half, guys. This is an ugly second half. Back to return. Who is it? Taylor Morin? Or no, is that Avery Williams? Ooh, tough hit bone. That's Avery Williams back there. So Avery Williams on the punt return. Great play by Patrick Johnson. Sniffed that play out. Swallowed him up. All right. Swallowed him up immediately. Gotta love it. What happened to the Kango? What do you mean? This is a Kango. That's a Kango, my friend. I like to go back and forth between different styles. All right. I like to go. Actually, got another new style today, but I think the hat's slightly big on my head. I don't love the way it sits. All right, I'm gonna call one more offensive drive here, and then I'm gonna get out of Dodge. Yeah, I agree. Paul, who can they use though? Who do you think they should use in that spot, Paul? Who do you think they should use in that spot? That's the real question. Bennett looks better in 2 weeks than Ringo. I agree, Mo. I agree, Mo. I think he looks pretty good. I mean, I'm worried about the shoulder because he seems to get hurt often, but I do think he looks all right. I got no issue with Bennett so far. For punts, Anais Smith. For kickoffs, I would use Shipley. Not bad, Paul. Paul, you think Darius Cooper's going to make the team? McCord is number 3, no doubt. The other guy blows. Paparo, he's terrible. How about that interception? I couldn't help but laugh here on the show. I couldn't help but laugh about it, to be honest with you. I need a damn drink. I forgot to bring a water in. Ethan, you're a gifted gray, Ethan. Yep, I think so, Cooper. Yeah, I agree. How's Harrison looking? He hasn't done anything, JD3. Clayton, what's up, bro? Oh, that's Clay. What up, Clay? Clay, not much today, dude, but Makuba. It's a Makuba day, Clay. It's a Makuba day, Clay. Any goobers in this chat watch those nerdy-ass dating shows? You probably know this guy from that show. What's that? Fuck, Clay. What was that show called, bro? Clay, what's that show called you were on? My damn family loved that show, man. It was always on the TV. I'm like, what is this show you're watching? Yeah, of course, the only dude on the show I liked was your ass. And then I realized you were a JAKIB fan. It was actually a pretty cool moment. It was actually a pretty cool moment. Also, Clay, I knew all along you were Clay. I knew all along, brother. I knew all along that when you got up to that fucking podium or whatever the hell it's called, the altar, for lack of a better term, I knew you weren't making that commitment. Wait, Clay, I heard the story about your pops, and I'm like, yeah, no way. All right, McCord back in the game under center. He's going to kick that ball to the outside, and they're going to lose a couple of yards. It was Keelan Robinson who was trying to pick up a couple of yards to the outside. They're not able to do it. Oh man, that's funny. That is funny. Clay, that shit was too funny. That thing was too funny. I forget all the other dweebs. Who's the dude who actually did it, Clay? There's no way those two are still together, are they? They were a weird ass couple, dude. All right, McCord in the shotgun. It's 3rd and 13. Drops back looking to throw. He's going to dump it into the flat. Gets batted down. Almost a chance for an interception, but just falls short of a Browns defender. And 4th and 13, Eagles offense is coming out. I hate to say it for the McCord people, and I am one of those people as a St. Joe's prep grad myself. Neither quarterback is looking very good today. Okay? The offensive line isn't looking great. The quarterbacks aren't looking great. The receivers aren't looking great. Really nothing for the Eagles offense today. Campbell and Munden looks great, JD3. Today's a stock up. Ready, JD3? Stock up. Andrew Makuba, stock up. Jahad Campbell, stock up. He had a great sack today on a blitz. And who else stock up? Munden, great stock up today. Big stock up. Later, JJ. We needed Tanner McKee. I told you guys we needed Tanner dimes today. This dude drops dimes. Munden for sure. I know, Kimberly. I know you liked him. He's a Georgia boy, so I know you like those. I know you're a Georgia fan. I can forgive you for that. Steven says, I would record this game in case you get insomnia. Yeah, Steven, it's tough. The first preseason game was literally electric, Steven. I was like fired up calling it. Here comes the Browns. In the shotgun, hands off an inside zone, and the pile moves about 4 yards. Makuba was the winner of the day for sure. Curtis, I think he made some strides in that regard today. It's 2nd and 4. Huntley in the shotgun, another inside zone handoff, and immediately there is Perry Nickerson, I think. He's got the long hair, Perry Nickerson. Good play there. It's going to be 3rd and short now for the Browns. It'll be 3rd and short now for the Browns. The Browns have the lead right now, 19-13. 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. All right, I'll be live after the game with Johnny Mac. All right, I'll be live after this game with Johnny Mac. So That ball's batted down on 3rd and 3, and it's going to be another 3 and out. Oh my gosh, this is an awful football game. This is like an awful football game. JD3 says, notice I didn't ask about corner because I know we stink. I'll be sure to tell J-Mac how great IPAs are. Classic. Drew Kendall, Elaine, and he looks good. I like him, actually. Drew Kendall. Tyler Huntley's not done anything in this game. The Browns are going to punt again. All right, let me get out of here. I'm going to be back on after the game. This thing is way too boring to even call. Who's out in the kickoff return? 82 is who? Is that Anias? Yeah, it's Anias Smith. Who got the pass deflection on which one, Wayne? I'm not sure. Having a few Founders IPAs. I'm not a beer drinker. Anias had a touchdown today, JD3. Anias had a touchdown today. So, all right, everybody. Dorian Thompson-Robinson is coming back into the game. Yes, that was a great play, Curtis. That pass defense by Bennett was really nice. Miles Hitton's in the game. DTR's in the game. Drew Kendall's still in the game. Come on, pass the ball to Darius Cooper, man. DTR in the shotgun. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off on an inside zone. He goes nowhere. Kicks all the way outside to pick up 1 yard by Powell. All right. All right, everybody. I'm going to get out of here. Enjoy the rest of the game. I'll be live after the game with a post-game show. So see you there. Appreciate everybody watching. Sorry for not calling the full game today. All right, I'm watching with my pop. I'm actually enjoying it. So I'm going to go and chill with my pop for a little bit. I'll be live after the game. Appreciate all you guys. See you next time, everybody.
EAGLES, Eagles.